What up? How's everybody doing? As soon as somebody gets in here, let me know how I sound. Let's see here. Man, guys, I'll tell you what, I don't know about you guys, but that Paula track did not look good. Um, Looks like we're getting some people in here. So somebody hit me up and let me know if the sound is good. If the sound is good, and I'll start jumping into this bad boy. Yo, Nile Diggs, what's up? How are you doing, man? Does it sound good now? Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, guys. What up? Couch Slouch, Chris Stark, Seth Mullins, John H. All right, everyone's getting in here. Logan Anderson, Steve Simpson. Oh, hold on. No Deegan Nut Hugging today by B. First time I made it. Tiago Matos, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into this. I'm going to start with the 250s because let's be honest, we just want to get through it and get to the 450s. So, Jet looks a little tight this morning. That track, let's see. Is that a little less echoey? Let me know how that works. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, it's a blue mic and it's a shitty. The room's not really set up for it. I have my other room set up with the green screen, and this one is kind of echoey. It's just because it's got hardwood floor. Yeah, and plus I'm not exactly what you call a good sound guy, but doing my best. So anyway, yeah, Jet looks a little tight today. This track looks absolutely nasty, 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 nasty. Those ruts are dirty. And the thing about those ruts is they're going to get rock solid later on. Eric West, Cooksy Mob, shout out. New Hayden Deegan video out. For all the haters, he's going to do good. John H, he is going to do good. So I've never. The funniest thing is they keep calling me a hater, saying I'm talking shit like that. I said he was going to get top 5 last week and look like an asshole. So, but this week he qualified pretty fast. Yeah, the track, it looks like Carlsbad out there. Holy moly. B, when's the move to Florida? I don't know. Working on it still. Jet he looks like he's in championship mode, just kind of out there cruising around. And I'll tell you guys one thing about this dirt. So when the temperature out here is over 100 degrees, I don't give a shit what you do to the dirt. It won't stay good. It's like when we practice out here in Vegas, they'll water it. And your first 3 laps are like ice. And then all of a sudden you get 2 good laps and then it's dusty. And that's how it's going to be today. There's no chance that you're going to. Yeah, actually Hayden Deegan was 8th. So what he did is he went out, threw down a Dave Meredith, what up? He went down and threw down a really fast lap in the first one. The second one, it didn't even look like he tried. He understands how hot it's going to be. I'm sure a lot of the guys were out there just kind of maintaining their energy because they know it's going to be nasty. I look for Hayden. I think he's going to be around the top 10. Yeah, the starts are so important. I'm wondering how much time they'll get in between. If they can do some prep on it and smooth some of those ruts out, as it dries, it will open up a few more lines. But if it's like practice, it's going to be bad. And then they have an extra half hour in between the motos, so I'm sure they'll do some prep there. But yeah, I don't know. And I would run the paddle tire the way that track looks. I wouldn't bother with a regular tire. So, but okay, let's see. Love the 102. If you guys didn't see the 102, Justin Cooper's running his designation setup with the number 102 on there with the American flag. It looks so badass. Yeah. Guys were out there, though. They were just managing in practice. Jet looks fast. Cooper looks fast. RJ put down a fast lap time, but he's still 2 seconds off the other 2 guys. All right, guys. So my picks for the 250 class, I was torn. I was really torn between Jet and Cooper. I think I'm going to switch back. I'm going to go with Cooper just because I love that American flag look, and he's not worried about a championship. He just wants to prove he belongs. So I'm going to go with Justin Cooper taking the win. So I picked him like the past 3 or 4 weeks in a row. One of these days, even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while or broken clocks right once in a while, So just on the simple fact that he's running the number 102, then I'm going to go ahead and with the designations look, I can't help it. I'm a sucker for that. So I hope he wins. Jet is undefeated at this track. He also, on a bad day cruising, can run top 5, top 3. But yeah, I'm going to go with Jet second. I think Hunter's going to get third, and I think Joe's going to get fourth. Marvin Musquin looked really good. And the way he rides, Record Fish Hunter, what up? Chris Stark, what up? Anthony Thomas, Taz, what's happening? I got Musquin in top 5. He's going to be right there. He looks awesome on the 250. I love when guys do stuff like this, just kind of for fun. It's just something different. It keeps it fresh. It lets you know how 250 guys stack up against 450 guys. And, you know, another guy that's going to be fast today, but I don't know how committed he'll be, is Seth Hamaker. He's going to be right up there. Nate Thrasher was fast again. So how much do you want to bet Sexton will never get piss tested? He already has been piss tested, Christopher. He has been piss tested, but the funny thing is those piss tests don't catch anything. Any of the good stuff that anyone may or may not be taking, a piss test is absolutely worthless. It's 100% for show. But I'm not going to get into the PED things. If you guys want to watch my PED video, I did one specifically on that. I look for Max Volan to be fast. Thing is that today, with this track getting extremely nasty, a lot of the guys towards that second moto are going to just be like, screw this. I just want to get out of here healthy, get ready for the off season, get ready for Supercross. So the guys that I look for that really have something to ride for, Justin Cooper, Nate Thrasher's got something to prove. Hunter and Joe both have something to prove. Hayden Deegan has something to prove. Marvin wants to get back up in there. And then you're going to see, I don't think Chance Hymas, I look for Chance Hymas around 15th. If I was running his career, I probably wouldn't have turned him pro. I don't think this is a good track to turn pro on just because it's so high speed. And it's just, to me, it's a bit scary, especially the way it's prepped today. And like I said, I don't want to come down on the track because they're working their ass off. But when it's 105, 110 degrees out here in this dry weather, there's no chance you're ever going to get a track prepped properly. You're not going to have, it won't look like Red Bud. It won't look like Millville. It's not possible. It dries up too quick. Yeah, it is what it is. So, but we had Hayden Deegan qualifying at 8th. He ran a really good lap time in the first one and then looked to just kind of save energy and just look for race lines in the second one, which is really smart. And that's something I would have probably advised him to do. Let's see, Max Voland, 10th. He's going to be good. I would really like to see Mumford or some of the Suzuki guys get in there. But all right, guys, let's get into the 250s. Let's see. Hymas is from Idaho. He's from Boise, Idaho, I believe. His dad owns a dealership out there. Ironically, I think it's a Kawasaki dealership. Who are locals? Pretty much anyone who's been a part of the Star. They're all local. Like this track, all these guys have ridden it. Even Tomac was here. So getting into the 450s, Chris Kiefer dropped a nugget yesterday. He said that Tomac, prior to Ironman, went and tested at this track knowing that there's a good chance it's going to come down to it. He wanted a better setup, and it showed. He did a 224.3. He looked really good. I think Tomac is loose. He's fast, and I truly believe this is his championship, and I think he's going to get it done. But I think he's going to go with 1-2 moto finishes. I don't think he's going to go 1-1. He's going to get that first moto, and then he's going to manage chasing that second moto. That's what I expect out of this. I think it'll be relatively drama-free. With that said, it's never drama-free when it's this close. I mean, one mistake, one flat tire, one weird rock. Yes, Joe Smilo, it is really sad that it all ends today. It's crazy how we built up to this, and it's like, I'm going to have like a motocross hangover after this and I'll probably be a little bit depressed, but I'll go out to the lake tomorrow and work through that. So I got Sexton winning on the day with a 2-1, but Tomac becomes champion with a 1-2. That's my prediction for today. And then my other prediction is I think everyone forgot how good Ryan Dungey is at this track. Dungey has 2 wins at this track. Dungey rode really good at the season opener. That was almost the closest he's been to a podium. I pretty much wrote him off for a podium for this year. I stand corrected. I think he's a guy that really cares. He's never been a guy who mails it in and looks to get. He's still trying to get a ride for Supercross. He wants to ride Supercross and outdoors next year. He wants to do both. He wants a full season. He's not looking to just come back and do outdoors. This isn't just a part-time thing. He wants to be back as a full-time racer. So, yeah, that's right. MX of Nations. We got World Supercross. There's no real off season anymore. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. It'll give me a chance too. I got a couple lists I want to put out. I want to put out a list of the dirtiest riders and some other stuff. There's one list that I haven't finished. Well, I've got the list finished, but I haven't done the video for it, which is the top 5 guys that surprisingly won a race. Okay, so I got Dungey on the podium. I got Sexton, Tomac, Dungey, Anderson, and then Christian Craig, because obviously it's California, and we all know he has like an extra superpower. And the MX2 championship, yeah, that's for sure. And we got Tom Vial coming over here next year. So, no, I won't be depressed. Like I said, I'll be on the lake. But it's just like when there's something this good, who do you guys have? I see a lot of people asking me who I had to win the title. I have Tomac winning the title with 1-2 moto finishes and Sexton winning the day with 2-1. What do you guys have? Do you guys see it that way? Eric West going with Eli. So there's one for Eli. AP ends up 3rd today. Maybe. I just want him, honestly, I just want him to get out today healthy. Aaron Plessinger's had a good year. Let's be honest, that KTM's a piece of crap. Whatever they did to that bike this year, they absolutely ruined it. I don't think anyone's going to be a spoiler. The only chance there will be a spoiler is this track is developing us to have like a lot of one lines. So when they're lapping guys, Tomac 2-1, that would do it. That would be, I hope it goes 2-1. I really hope Sexton gets that first moto so it sets up a one moto winner take all just completely. So, B, you want Sexton, Tomac, take it barely. I don't know. I don't know. I could make a case for either one. Randon Barber, I don't see Eli going 1-1. If he wins that first one, he's not going to do anything stupid on that second one. He's going to play it safe. He's smart. He's going to do just what he needs to because let's be real. By the time that second moto goes off, it's 4:30. It's going to be 110 degrees. It's hot. Eli's hard on those bikes. He's going to have to go easy so he doesn't blow that bike up. Could you imagine what a PR nightmare it would be if Tomac's winning and the bike blows up? Because that's a very big possibility. Random Barber, you're the man, Cooksey. Thank you. I appreciate that. So. Cale Mitchell, I feel like fuckery is a foot, just gut feeling. You know what? I kind of do, but I also kind of like these guys have been so good, so clean all year. The only time they really had a little bit of fuckery was Washougal, but it was purely innocent. I mean, Sexton ran into Tomac when he was down. They both couldn't get the bike started. Like, it was just perfect. This is like movie stuff. And it would be sad to me if it ended up with a lapper causing somebody the lapper or something. Cookie, you have such a punchable face. Let's see, who said that? It went off there. Such a Clover of Luck. I would like to punch your face too, Clover of Luck, who's too chicken to put his actual name up on the screen. That is the most chicken shit thing that people do is they'll talk shit, but they don't have their real name up there, or they won't share their real name. So Clover of Luck, I do have a punchable face, and I've been punched many times. It is what it is. I've been punched. I'll get punched again. It is what it is. But I've dished out a few punches too. So don't think you're going to get to punch me without a punch back. So let's see. Derby Rock. See, Luke Russell. I love it. If you got your name on there, if you're going to, but you know what? You don't have to put your name on there. But if you're going to talk shit, own it. That's all. So, yeah, the pressure and the heat will cause a big mistake for one of them. What I worry about Chase is those high speed choppy bumps are what kind of tear. They just, I worry about Sexton having a big one. He's going to leave it all out there. He is not scared. That's for damn sure. And then let's see, who else can we talk about? Benny Bloss had a good qualifying time. Benny was up there in 8th. So I hear he's riding for Team Tedder next year. I always cheer for the big man. You guys know, being that I'm 6'4", I always cheer for the tall guys. Electric fans. That's a good question. I I don't know because they don't want to add the weight to the bike. I don't think they will. They will definitely be fanning the bikes at the start. They're doing everything they can. Nope, Ferrandis is not riding today. I almost wonder if he just wanted to get out there with that #1 plate. Once he got hit, he's probably sore, probably pissed. He just didn't want to be out there, so just dump it. Yes, Zyclown, Evans coolant. That is good stuff. I've ran that. I had overheating issues in one of my off-road bikes, and I put Evans in there, cured it. So, what's your background in MX? A lifetime of MX. I started racing a long time ago. We'd have to do the whole podcast on that, but I never really made it good as a pro. I sucked. Well, I got hurt right as I turned pro. I broke both my arms. But I was a really fast amateur. Did the Race of Champions, Ezra Lusk, Damon Huffman. Anyway, that's all. One of these days I'll do a podcast and just break down what my experience was. But then I went from there, did college. Then I've been working in this industry. I raced AMA Supermoto for a few years. I've been on many, many different angles of this sport, from racing to the industry. I even raced go-karts one year. I got a national championship in Rotax. So Sexton going to KTM. I think he is. My sources told me it was done, but now they told me no, it's not done. And like I said, I haven't seen the signed contract, but I think he is going to end up on KTM or one of the Austrian brands, either Gas or Husqvarna. I actually heard some interesting stuff about Gas this week and that team, and they thought they had him. So Cale Mitchell, yeah, I don't know. Who wants to toot their own horn or talk about themselves very much? It's not, I don't know. It'd be better. Maybe one of these days somebody will interview me and I can tell about my career and what I did and what my background is. But I've got plenty of experience racing. So Cooksy Monsters. Okay. Ooh, that's like Cookie Monsters. I like it. That's good. So kind of corny, but hey, so's Cooksy Mob. It's all kind of corny. But then again, I'm kind of a nerd, but I don't really give a shit. I really don't care. So Shots Fired podcast. I just offered you to come on our show. Sure. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram, Shots Fired. And I will gladly come on your podcast. That'd be awesome. Deegan and Hymas. I'm predicting Hayden Deegan. I'm predicting Hayden Deegan to be, I'm going to say 10th place. Chance Hymas, I'm going to say 15th. Mad March. Actually, yeah, Mad March. Yeah, I'm not a slouch on a bike. I'm not a top pro, but I can hold my own. I did okay. Mad March was a promoter for the Southern Nevada Supermoto Series, and he saw some of the Supermoto stuff we did, and that was on the back half. That was post college. So I raced motocross, did some arena cross, quit for 4 years, came back. March is promoting local supermoto races, so I just went out there when I was racing go-karts, and next thing you know, I'm racing the AMA series. So Tyson Fury, I don't know. Is that you calling Benny Bloss Tyson Fury? They look very similar. So yeah, he's 8th fastest if that's the guy you're looking up. So Corey Lawrence Sr., what's happening? Who do you guys think is going to be the biggest surprise today? I'm going to go with Dungey on the podium as my biggest surprise. Who's your guys' biggest surprise? Marvin? I honestly think Marvin could get on the podium if this track develops the way it's developing. It's very European. And Stewart had some really good thoughts on Marvin Musquin as far as how he's light on the bike and jumps the bumps, and he stays really smooth and consistent. I could easily see him getting the top 3. I love seeing him on the 250. It's fun. I think it rejuvenates these older veterans, and I think it makes them a better 450 rider if they jump to the 250 once in a while. I think Anderson on a pro circuit Kawasaki one time would make him a better rider. I think it breaks the monotony, and it's just a little different. But yeah, it's just a completely different style and a new challenge, and it gets a new set of expectations where they're kind of reset. Where these guys are in one division, they're racing the same guys over and over and over. It gets monotonous. You get tired of seeing the same guys. I'm sure Dunge is so tired of seeing Christian Craig this year. Like, they're together every race, and that's how it is when you're in the same class. Drop down a class, all of a sudden you got all new guys. It just gives you this whole new, just a new, fresh outlook, and it just changes things. So, Shimoda or Hunter for the win? I don't think either one of those guys. I went with Justin Cooper, just because of the starts and just because I think Jet is a little tight. Yeah. Oh, and I did have some inside knowledge from text my buddy Jason Thomas, who he gets shit over his interviews with Eli Tomac because Eli, and I will speak, I've interviewed Eli multiple times. He's awkward. At one point, I was convinced that he might have been on the spectrum. It like just barely, just enough to be socially awkward, but to focus amazingly on his bike. I don't know. That's obviously not right. He's just a little bit socially awkward. But when his interviews are loose, he does good. And JT texted me and said he's loose. So, yeah. Jacob Saylor. Is this the same Jacob Saylor that did really good at the Daytona Supercross? You're a bad dude if that's you. So thanks for jumping in. Chase is awkward too. A lot of the guys are awkward because of the whole homeschool. Jacob Saylor, you guys, we got a celebrity in the chat room. Jacob Saylor, what a badass. That's awesome, dude. You had one hell of a career. So that's a true pro right there, a journeyman. So if I remember correctly, you actually in the mud got a top 4 podium, or you did something really good at Daytona. If you could let me know what that was awesome. But yeah, I remember because when you first came out, me and my buddy were like, who's this Saylor guy from back east? So yeah, Jacob fucking Saylor. Nice. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm pumped. I'm like so excited. I don't know what else to say. It's just a one-on-one battle. And I want to ask Jacob Saylor, since we've got a pro in here, a real pro, who do you think is going to win, Jacob? If you got $100, you're betting, who do you pick for the championship, Tomac or Sexton? What do you got, Saylor? Shit, we got to get you on the podcast. Can you message me on Instagram, and we need to do a podcast with you sometime, Saylor. Whoa, Saylor's got Tomac. Yeah, it's close though. So, but yeah, hey Jacob, message me on Instagram. Either way, Davey Coombs wins. Davey Coombs already won, but I do know people inside of MX Sports, and I have a source inside MX Sports. He is so stressed out about the World Supercross, and he knows they're coming, and they're paying riders, and they're doing all the things that he wouldn't do. So, yeah. Anyway, it's going to elevate the entire sport. The fact that what World Supercross is doing, I strongly recommend everybody support it, just simply because competition raises. It's going to make Feld better. It's going to make MX Sports better. It's going to make the whole sport raise up. They're doing some really cool stuff with documentaries, behind the scenes, telling the stories, and it's going to change the whole sport. So, Davey, yeah, he's only going to have one mansion in the Hamptons instead of 2. So, yeah, he's going to have to downsize his. Jacob Saylor raced with Subway Honda team. If he did, I would guess he probably didn't get paid. I heard they didn't pay real, or they signed contracts. They just didn't pay real well. So, anyway, guys, thank you. I'm going to get rolling. There's a UFC on right now that I kind of want to watch, and then on to this major heavyweight fight. So, all right, guys, take it easy. And if anyone out there needs testosterone replacement therapy, if you're in your 40s, 50s, you want to check it, hit up Steel City Men's Clinic. If you want to get in on a workout program, hit up Coach Rob Beams at CompleteRacingSolutions.com. And yeah. All right, guys, peace out.